This is my student from Site 101. Everybody say hi. Hi. For the student not able to be in the class. Yeah. So we recording this. This is Dr. Fang-Mei Law from Tiffin University, and then we are recording this class for students not able to attend the class. Okay. So everybody ready? Okay. So I'm going to turn this. Okay. Okay, so when you see this name called learning and condition, what's that mean to you? When we see learning, can somebody give me when you see learning, what does that mean?
Knowledge.
Huh?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay. And how do we get knowledge? By, in this chapter, say by condition. What's that even mean? Condition. Not air condition.
Preparing.
Huh?
Preparing you.
Preparing them?
Repetitive.
Huh?
Repetitive.
Okay, repetitive, right? Anything else? Yes?
It's kind of like having ways for you to like retain the knowledge that you learn.
Okay, very good. So actually they are talk about this and this. What's S stand for? Because we say knowledge, we say retain the knowledge, we say repetition, right? And when we do all this, our goal to make this and this connect. So what's this and what's that? S is what? STI, stimulus. Stimulus and response, right? So stimulus and response. So every day when we walking around, we got a lot of stimulus. Just like all of you, before this semester, you may be there, I may be here, but we never able to what? Connect. So we don't know each other. We have no idea who you are, right? And then if this is the first time you learn psychology, this means nothing to you before today. It's just, yeah, picture, yeah, I know learning, I know conditioning, so what? Okay? However, when we keep as I know you're Chris. First person? Sydney. It's there, see? It's not conditioned yet, right? So if we keep repeat, that's what I want to give you. I want to take attendance because I want you, this stimulus, and my response, remember your name, come in together. Okay, so in this chapter, when we say condition, that's a way of learning. If you want to learn something, you need to keep repeat, and then once this line is connect, then you learn it, right? You learn it, right? So, okay, so now let's go to our definition. Okay, so when you look at this definition, what did you see? Tell me the word, which words is catch your eye? And then if you don't mind, I'm going to go here so I can shoot in some of students hard working. I keep missing you. You guys are so far away. When you talk, I'll turn to you. Okay, so give me what word is catch your eye, yes?
Experience.
Okay, experience. Tell me what's that?
Well, do you mean in relative to learning or just in general?
You give me your definition of experience here.
Experience would be like like putting yourself through it to understand it.
right?
It's
Right?
like when, say, you're in a class, you're going through the class to learn all the knowledge from it.
Yeah. So you really experience. And when we say experience, it's more like practice. Practice. Okay, very good. What other keywords catch your eye?
Permanent change in behavior.
Okay, you have to permanent change. In behavior, she gave me the whole thing, right? Okay, you have to be permanent. Because quite often we change temporarily. Because you got injury. So you walk like strange, right? And then, or you change but not, behavior, right? You change but not behavior change, mentally change, right? And of course they can say, but then for this chapter they want to see it. If you say you love me, show it. If you say you learn it, then show me you learn it, right? Like you guys learn the music, right? And then your teacher say, how's the music? Say, I got it. Okay, now perform. And if you perform, you come out nothing. The teacher say, yeah, I thought you already learned that. Yeah, I forgot. Right? I forgot. Right? So you need to show outside so people can see it. Okay? And then all this have to be due to experience, not due to your mental or physical illness or something. Okay? And so that's learning. That's learning. So in this theory, in this chapter, the three people you are going to write the story about, they have their own idea about how to learn. So everybody, kind of like, I'm just showing the name. Everybody kind of like kept their name. Those three people. One is Pavlov, one is Skinner, and one's Coleman. Okay, so let's talk about who is this person. Okay, so they have three schools. One called classical. Okay, another one called operant. Another one called the potential learning. Okay, so that starts to evolve to the mindset. Okay, now let's talk about condition. Okay, classical condition. This guy. Him. His name is Ivan Pavlov. Okay. He's not a psychologist. He's not really intentional to study anything in psychology. But happened in his professional life as a physiologist, he found out something very strange. Okay. Is anybody this morning, you sit here, right? You sit in dark. Who sit in dark when I walk in? I have a couple still already here, right? So when you hear, and I turn on the light, you don't even need to open your eye. You know what? Teacher is coming. And then if this is the class, you are scary, very afraid of that teacher, then you may have like, oh my God, she is coming. I wish she don't. Did you ever have a class you wish the teacher never show? No? For example, that they have an exam, right? You wish teacher just happen and show, right? So Pavlov have this famous dog. That's his famous research. His dog. Okay. Original his research is to study, how that. Did you see that connection the two, right? See how the meat produce saliva. That's the main goal for the research. Nothing to do with psychology. Okay? However, every time when people come into this lab, the step going to, right? What? And turn on the light, right? And then after a while, one day, one step told Pavlov, do you know, I find something very strange. I even not give the dog any food. I just walk there, and then the dog start to produce saliva. So Pavlov said, oh, what's this? Okay, so when you give the food originally, okay, they call the name called US. US. Can somebody want to tell me what US stand for? Something, this still something to do with stimulus. But what's U stand for? Remember we say SR together called condition. So U is universal. We need something to do with condition. So unconditioned stimulus. Unconditioned stimulus. That means something originally can produce this called unconditioned response. Okay, so those meat is originally, you don't need to learn to able to produce. That's the first step. Okay, let me go here. They have those terms here. Okay, I'm going to go to this chart. Okay, so here, let me see. I make sure the camera so our student can see that. Okay, maybe I should put even more like this. Okay, so first of all, before you want to do any condition, you need to make sure you have that US can produce UR. Something naturally can produce response. Okay, so for example, how many of you like sushi? Food, sushi, Japanese food. How many of you hate it? You hate it. How many of you never tried? So you don't even know, right? How many of you like chocolate? Okay, okay. So if I'm the salesman for a sushi Japanese restaurant, I really want you to learn to love sushi. First of all, I need to make sure I give you chocolate first. Because when I give you chocolate, then you will, so good, right? You don't need to learn. You already know how to respond. Okay, so that's the first step. Now, like this, the bowl to hold the dog food. Okay, it's a neutral stimulus, so we call it a CS. What's a CS? Conditioned stimulus. That means something you need to learn to love it. Something, actually ball is nothing to do with saliva, right? Ball is nothing to do with saliva, right? But ball, when dog see ball, then he start to see food, right? So I put a sushi there, and then you like whatever, right? And then I show chocolate. I show chocolate. And you will be what? So in here you say, it's not sushi at all. It's chocolate. Right? So every time I give you sushi, have to, the one you want conditioner have to happen first. Okay? You put sushi here, and they have no response. They are not excited. And then you give chocolate. And okay? Now, if this is the condition, now you have to repeat. As Cindy said, repeat, 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 repeat. Every time you have sushi and you know chocolate is coming. Right? So when you see sushi and you see chocolate, you say, sushi, chocolate. Exciting. And then one day you come to my restaurant, and then I put a sushi there. And I say, excuse me, I don't have chocolate today. And because you've been in restaurant for so long, and you already associate, you're already familiar with the sushi. You're already familiar, even you're not fall in love yet, but you're familiar, right? And then you may just tell me, sure, sure. And now you have CR. CR is conditioned response. They are the same. They are the same, but why they have different names? Why they under different? Why is UR one CR? They all the same thing. Because this come from this. This come from this. Okay? So Pavlov, after that step, found out that mystery, then he started to do the study and realized, hey, you can make people learn something through that way. Classical condition. How many things that's true in your life? Any good example? You want to share? How do you learn something from classical condition? Okay, not yet. Okay, keep thinking. Okay, now. So you learn it. However, just because you learn it, okay, as a Japanese restaurant owner, I cannot just be happy. Say, okay, now, oh, people love my sushi. They'll be fine. I don't need to give them anything else. Okay, well, depends. Because they are sushi just so new to you. So if you, the first time you say fine, and then the second time you come, I still know chocolate, and you say fine, and 3 and 4 times, finally one day, you may come, and then I do the same thing, and you may say, what? No, thank you. No, thank you. That's extinct. It's called extinction. No longer connect. Because the original is for US. You keep tricking me, but there's something I really love, never come again. You lie to me. So they may end it, just forget about the whole thing. Right? Especially for something so new. Like for me, I teach you in English right now. That's my second language. And I'm really afraid one day when I get old, I kind of like stand here and say, well, I don't know what to say. I may forget my second language. That's why I need to keep practice, right? And so that's called extinction. So this is the principle. They have a couple of principles. So right now I'm going to talk about principle. Okay. So the first principle for classical condition is called extinction. Extinction. Okay. So extinction appears when your US no longer pair with CS. And then for so long you didn't get that something you really love, you may be just you even forget you have been fall in love with that food. Okay? Now, how about this one? Spontaneous recovery. So we say, okay, no more, it's gone. Okay? If you never pair with US and then everything you learn is gone. Okay. So for example, before I came to America, I learned how to type Chinese in the keyboard with Chinese alphabet there. Okay. So I'm kind of like just like you have A, B, C, D in your keyboard, right? So I used for so long, and then when I come to America, my keyboard had no Chinese letter at all. No Chinese letter. Okay. Of course, they can have I can go to the screen and then open a keyboard, but I need to click rather than type. Okay. So then actually for a while I get so disappointed. I don't believe I can do that anymore. You know what? One day I turn on my computer and I forget I don't have those keyboard. I just start to type. And then when I look, I say, oh my gosh, I cannot remember what we call that. Spontaneous recovery. They may just happen for one time. And then it's gone. Okay, so just because, for example, you have a friend, you get to know each other here, okay? And then after this class, then everybody go to different class. You don't even remember you have a student named Jordan in your class. And then one day on the campus, you say, hi, Jordan! And then you ask yourself, how do I remember? Oh, what's they call? Spontaneous recovery. Okay, but don't be too happy because it's just once of a lifetime. If you not give them US again, that spontaneous recovery may be just one time of exciting and no more. Okay, so these are two principles here. One is called extinction. One is called what? What? Let me cover. Called what? Spontaneous recovery. Okay, what other principle you can think about? This. Higher order condition. Higher order condition. Okay, so if I establish this, let me put CS1 and CR1 here. So if before I get extension, if I already established, then I actually can use my CS1 to plus CS2 to hopefully come out CR2 next time. Okay. So for example, for those of you already know how to play sports, do you think it's much easier for you to learn another sport? Right? And then for those of you already know music, it's easy for you to learn. If you know one instrument, easy for you to learn another instrument, right? Because that one already your CS1, already very strong bonding with you. That become part of you. They kind of like you as in some way, right? So if you connect something very new with something you already know, then gradually, hopefully, your CS2 itself can produce CR2. Right? That makes sense? And then your CS2 can help you to learn CS3. And CS3 can help you to learn CS4. And that's called higher order conditioning. Make sense? Make sense? Right. So when you are so young right now, whatever you can learn it. So you have so many CS in your mind can help you to make your knowledge so broad. Okay? When you get to my age, it's getting harder and harder to learn something new. So if I have CS, a lot of CS already there, then hopefully I can learn something easier than the people they never learned when they were young. Right? Okay. So this is called higher order condition. Again, anybody have any example for me? Anybody? Let me finish another two. Then I will have each row somebody say something. How about that? Okay. Now, there are another two rules. Okay. So, if you learn this, okay. So, for example, you learn to know me, okay, and got this response. Okay. Now, do anybody Remember I said I'm twin. I'm twin. Okay. And so if you already done me, okay, then one day my twin come to America. And then she will say, I really want to visit your school. Okay. So let me put CS1, H1, and CS1, H2. Okay. So when we walk on campus, right, and we saw you, you may say, hi, Dr. Law. And you say, why there are two of these, right? You respond the same, similar stimulus with the same response. That's called stimulus generalization. So how many of you love pizza? So if you love pizza, whatever pizza, when you hear pizza, you are excited. Generalization, right? Well, however, maybe I'm very jealous when I see you all love my sisters. I'm kind of saying, I better let you know who is your real teacher. Right? So, I better do something for you to be able to do the discrimination. So very interesting, in my last semester, I had one student in my psychology class like you guys. Okay, sit in your position, sit. And then he's very good. He responds, he smiles, he answers questions, and very active. Okay. After the class, I went to library. I have a class in the basement library. And I teach, when I finish my class, they have a student looks just like him, walk in and sit over there. And I say, hi. And he looked at me, no response. And I'm going to say, who is this student? Who won that class? He is so excited. But then after the class, he pretend he didn't know me. And that had been a whole semester. Every time I try to say, hi, and he kind of said, hi, like this. So at the end of the semester, when I do the class exam, and then when he turned in the exam, I'm kind of saying, I better ask something, otherwise it'll be too late, right? I said, what happened? You never want to say hi to me or no response when I meet you in library. You know what you say? Sorry, that's not me. We have 3 of us. Does anybody know them? You know them?
Yeah, they go to my school.
It's Connor,
The white triplets.
right? And then the Jared,
Connor, Marcus, and Gary.
yeah, them, right? So then, I said, I'm glad. So then actually one time I have him bring 3 of them. I interview them because I'm twins, so I'm interested about, they are so cute. Then the class, a semester after that, the second one come to take my class. And then now I able to know the difference. So now when I see, I can, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. Okay. If you are a twin, you know how uncomfortable when people really not able to know who you really are. Is anybody you are twin? You are twin too. Are you a younger twin?
Yeah.
Are you younger twin? Okay, please have to go to twin first. Okay. Okay. Do I see you here? Raise your hand, you are twin. Okay, tell us about your twin.
She's older by 11 minutes.
How many minutes?
11.
11. Wow, I'm younger by 15 minutes. And so you are 11 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. We just happy we are survived.
Yeah.
Because people say they are very dangerous. You stay in the womb for 15 more minutes, you can get no oxygen and die. You know that, right? Okay, so now it's a chance. I'm going to use this suture. It's okay, right? So one of these, tell us example. One of you from this row. Here. Somebody from the principle I just said. Any? Don't be shy. No? No? I'll come back. We come back. Okay, you. One of you. Yeah.
Say you got like you get some pizza and somebody throws it in your face,
Okay.
and then next time
Yeah.
you see somebody with I don't know, I guess
Okay.
the same thing,
Yeah.
you smack it down because you don't like it.
Okay. Okay. That's it. I saw you, right? Okay. So is that called what? What principle you are talking about? Generalization?
Yes, ma'am.
Stimulus generation. Okay. How about you guys? Any of you?
I'll go.
Yes?
So I guess you could say that I have a bell on my door for my dog to ring whenever it needs to go outside. And at first it didn't know what the bell was for. And then after showing them that the bell means that the door is going to open, then they relate the bell to going outside.
Now you know bear means something.
Uh-huh.
But then when you buy different bear,
Uh-huh.
the dog maybe respond the same way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right? But then gradually she may say, this bear for this, this bear for this. Then your dog will know, right? They are very smart, you know that, right? Okay, how about somebody this role?
Maybe the same with food.
Huh?
With food, like even so, like if you try something for the first time, like a type of food,
Yeah?
you're more keen to, like to the generalization to have the same reaction for like a different flavor of that food. You'll probably still like
Yeah.
it because you like the first
Yeah.
one.
Sometimes you get disappointed, right? So is this supposed to be good? Why it's not good,
It'd be the
right?
same like on the other side too. Like if you don't like something, you tend to like before you even try it, you don't like it of something else because you
Yeah.
had a bad experience.
So we generalize first, and then we don't discriminate. We say, oh, in here is good, but not this one, right? Okay, how about this row? I don't see my screen, hopefully I catch it right. Yes, any of you? Example? No? Okay, but I think it's very good. Thank you for that sharing. Okay, ooh. Hopefully it's not, is everybody okay? I recall you, right? Okay, let me pray. Okay, so now let's talk about, okay, so this is just the same thing we talk about, you know, when you practice, you get to this point. But when you don't get practice, they may be like this. You know, like you maybe practice music every day in high school. Now when you come to the university, you don't have piano, then you don't have chance to practice, right? I remember when I in college, we only have like 3 piano for the whole campus. So if you want to practice piano, you need to go and you know, to sign in and say, I want to practice piano. And it's so funny. When I at home have piano all the time, I don't practice much. But when I have to like chase in to get a piano, oh my gosh, right? So hopefully that my goal is to not make myself skill extinction, right? Okay. Now, then that's higher order in this. Okay. Now, so that we talk about if you want to make this workable, okay, your CS have to introduce first. Okay, because if you use US and then CS, well, you already get all the attention. They already love your chocolate. Who cares about your sushi? Right? But when they are waiting for sushi to come, I give you chocolate first. Then you will eat chocolate, and you are happy, right? And then the sushi comes, you already feel so good, so you don't mind try something. Okay, so this is the rule. Okay, have to come first. Something, and not naturally you can produce something, come first, and then the one you want to love come next. Okay, now in real life, okay, let's think about what in happen in real life. Okay, they have this. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, can somebody give me the story? You just look at picture. Based on the principle we just learned. What does this tell you? What's the story for these pictures?
The music, positive, positive.
The music what?
Makes me happy.
Yeah, and then you show the flag with music, right? And people happy. So right now, even you walk on campus and you see the flag wave, you don't even have a music there, but you feel music come out your mind. You feel good. You feel good, right? And that is we call, what kind of condition? What kind of condition we are talking about here? Classical condition, right? The whole thing we talk about today is classical conditions. And who found this? Ivan Pavlov. Where is he from? Russia. Okay, very good. Okay, now, a lot of time we also learn to afraid of something. So something you are so afraid. Maybe come from learning. Okay, so actually that is a very famous research that conducted by John Watson. Okay, they show how you make people feel. Okay, please don't do this, okay? Now you got a psychological power, but use it the right way, okay? So, that's the story for this John Watson's research, okay? The little Albert. This research is very famous. If you go to Google, go to YouTube, you can find this. Poor little Albert, okay? When first of all you need to make sure he is afraid of loud voice. Okay, so when little Albert play and then maybe cue and you make down. He look at and he start to cry. Okay. Now actually before this, when he come to your lab, you have this little rocket, little mice, blind mice. And little Albert not afraid at all. He play. Okay. However, since this, you know this is going to happen, but this not happen here. Okay, this just testing. Make sure he's listen. He has no problem for hearing. Okay, and make sure he's really afraid. Okay. So now, if you know he's really afraid, okay. So he come to your office. Okay. And you say, hey, little Albert, and then you show this little mice. And he's so happy, he play. And then suddenly, you, in the background, cow, cow! He look at you, and you start to cry. Okay, so what happened after that?
He's more scared of those.
Now he's scared mouse. And then, not only that, think about stimulus generalization. He started to not only scale mouse, he scaled with everything white, with hair. Okay? Like even Santa Claus. Okay? So, you are the researcher, you are the psychologist, you got a good idea about classical condition. But think about, how about him? You put the trauma in his heart. He's going to grow up and then all his life is afraid of everything white. So what can you do? You are the psychologist, you have responsibility to help him recover. Okay, so they have a term called counter condition. Counter condition. Okay, you need to help him restore the energy back. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do? What do we do? Counter condition. Yes?
You associate something that he likes slowly with the thing that he's scared of. So then he learns to like the thing that he was scared of.
Yes. So, how many of you like this? Milk and cookies. You don't like it, then we cannot do that to you, right? We need to offer something else. How many of you actually like milk and cookies? Right, like dip, right? Right? Okay, so assume he like it. So of course you need to make sure first, before you even start it, you need to make sure he like it, okay? So he likes, so when he come to office, of course, think about he come to your office after the experience. What he's going to do? You will say, no, no, right? He's going to run away. He don't want to come because little mice there, right? No, 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 right? So the mother maybe have to bring the cookie and milk in the front door, right? Just to calm him down, right? So when he eat, and of course, this is not just one-time thing, right? After he feel comfortable to come with this, right? Then stop, okay? And then what? When this one show, of course he cry, right? And then so, one time, okay, after a while, when he come to office, he see little rabbits here. Here. And then you give the cookie and ice and then milk there, right? So when he eat, drink milk, eat cookies, you can come and touch the little rabbit and talk to him. So see, that's so cute, right? That's so cute, right? And then hopefully, gradually, he will love that again. Right? Is anybody in your life you have experience like this? Anybody? You know, before I come to America, I'm afraid of dog. If you have a 0 to 100, I'm 100% extremely afraid of dog. When I'm in my country, when I see dog, I run away. I hide. You know, one time I went to my advisor's house. He invited us to went to his house. He's a little dog running around, and I keep jumping. Finally, my advisor said, let's lock the dog. Okay, poor Fang-Mei. Then when I come to America, our one American family, they live in big farm. And they are very nice. They know we are students. So they are going to go to Africa for missionary. So they give us, you know, stay in their house for 6 months. The only condition, we need to feed that 2 big dogs. Oh my gosh, I almost want to say no to I told my husband, can we not do that? My husband said, come on, big farm, big house, and we don't even need to pay rent. It's a good deal, but the dog. So usually my husband handled the dog. I never need to touch, but one day, my husband's not home, and I'm home with my kid. The dog need to be fed, and then they have a swimming pool outside. I need to turn on the switch. So what can I do? Oh my God! So I think I found a way. I went to kitchen and I put a dog food and I called dog, and then when they come in, I close the door and I run to outside and turn on the switch. Okay, but I cannot survive like this in America. You guys are dog lovers. How many of you like dog? You guys love so much. I don't think you want me always running away, right? So then gradually we do this. Every time when dog comes, my husband say, no problem, it's okay, no problem, it's okay. And then gradually, when I see you guys are fall in love with dog all the time. Now, next time when I see your dog, I promise I'm going to pet. I even ask, what's the name? And I will tell you, it's so cute. Okay, that is how and I'm glad. Otherwise, I don't think I can survive. Okay. Now, let's look at this food. You tell me if you like it or you don't like it. What's this? Lobster? How many of you like it? Okay. How about that? Pizza! You don't like pizza? Really? You may need to study what happened. How about this? Fish with the eye, the whole fish. You are okay with the whole fish? Really? Okay. How about it? Salad. Okay. How about this? Double cheeseburger, right? You don't like it. Okay. Pickle. Yes, no. Okay. Sushi. Okay. For who don't like lobster? Tell me why. Why you don't like lobster? Huh? Oh, okay. You're okay. So that you cannot have, right? Okay. And maybe did you get reaction, right, when you ate, right? Very uncomfortable if you are allergic, have allergy, right? Okay. Some of you tell me you really like the fish with the eye. Why? Never bother you?
Tastes good, yeah.
Okay. Who else? You like it? Why?
It's delicious.
Delicious. Okay. Now my twin don't like pizza. Why? You just never like pizza. Okay. How about pickle? You don't like it. Some people like it. You like it?
I drink the pickle juice from the jar.
Right? They're just food. But some of you like something, some of you don't like something. And if you are chasing back, maybe somewhere in your life, this happened. And I remember the reason I like sushi because my parents always took us to eat sushi since a very young age. So something we like and along with sushi. Even just the top called, do you know what's the difference between sushi and this with the rice? If sushi with rice here we call sushi, right? Actually their real name is nigiri. Nigiri is raw fish with the rice. And then if you have raw fish without rice, do you know what's the name? Sashimi. Did you part of Japanese people? Very good, right? So sometimes, and then just because they are sushi, it's not mean they all have raw fish inside. Okay? It's very interesting now. In America, a lot of sushi shops. When I've been to Taiwan, I don't have that many sushi shops that in the Kroger and everywhere. I wonder who is the customer? Who buy it? You, right? That's very healthy food, right? Okay. Now, the reason we don't like it, okay, sometimes because you eat something like this is called mussel, right? How many of you like mussel? We don't want you to see this, it's scary, right? Right, and they get stomach ache. They will say no more, right? Because the fat is here, right? This can come with good, this can come with bad, remember? The headache, the stomach, allergy, this US can make you don't like something, okay? And also, nowadays, better now, the doctor don't do too much shots, right? I remember when I was young, the doctor only thing they do is give me the shots, right? So the kids get so scared about shots, and so they're afraid of everything looks like hospital. They were afraid of everything looks like doctor, right? And they are afraid because based on what kind of condition? What we say? Classical condition, right? Okay, and then next one is operate. Okay, so actually that's what I want to cover today. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? Okay. So if you have no question, then if you don't mind, I'm going to show when you are clean your table. That's kind of good record for that. Okay, so if you have no question, what's your job for this week? What do you need to do? Quit. I don't want you are the one of people not taking. You broken my heart. How about the next one? What did you do? Their story. You can write him or you can write another 2 people. Okay? So, if no question, then thank you for being part of this class. Okay. So let's say bye-bye to our, still not here. Say bye-bye. Everybody say bye-bye. Okay, so now students do the cleaning for their table. Each student get their.
So the result is wearing red.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know that I will not be able to be here on September 17th.
Okay.
I'm a senior at Tiffany Calvert, and we have a retreat
Oh,
all day.
okay.
from 12
Okay.
I will be
So yeah, so email me again, and then if we recall, I send you the link.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's pretend you are work so hard for clean your table. Yeah, clean your tables. Okay. Bye bye.